our friends, welcome to a new interview. We are doing our format a Green Talk when we want to introduce you always new realities that really work with sustainability. Today we have a very special guest directly from India, and he's the sustainability officer of Gemcorp, Vikas. So thank you so much for being here.
Hi, Sarah. Thanks a lot. I'm also very happy to be here in Milan.
So why are you in Milan?
So I'm attending the Global Energy Transition Congress. I am a speaker in a circular economy panel there.
Oh, that's really interesting. So to start, I would ask you to introduce the company Gemcorp and also maybe work us through the history of the company. How was it started?
Sure. So I am the Chief Sustainability and Strategy Officer for Gemini Corporation NV. That's a Belgian company. It's a 35-year-old company from Belgium. We are based in Antwerp. So we work in around 75 countries and we collect waste from 500 cities around the world.
Okay.
And we do end-to-end circular economy. Gemcorp in India is just 4 year old, so it's a very, I would say,
recent.
a young baby for us. But it was started as a social enterprise. So we started working with waste pickers and collectors, where we collect plastics, metals, paper, glass. We provide them infrastructure. We ensure that they become formalized. We ensure that they don't have any cash transaction. We do all banking transactions. We give them identification. So it was more of a social enterprise, but now it has become much bigger.
Yeah.
Globally.
So talk us about the services that you offer, all of the activities that you do, and also with which methodology, because you're very precise as a company. I think.
Yeah. So circular economy is a very fragmented market. It's a combination of collection, sorting, baling, grinding, recycling, conversion. So it's a circle. So, and when I say fragmented, everything is not done by one person.
Okay.
So there are separate balers, separate sorters, there are waste pickers, there are shredders, there are recyclers, and there are converters. So we call ourselves circular economy market makers because we do everything, either on our own or we actually finance that. So we are an end-to-end circular economy supply chain manager, and we provide all the services including collection, baling, sorting, shredding, recycling, and conversion.
Perfect. But you also care about the local communities, right? You also do a social service as social work also, not on sustainability.
So I said that we are a social enterprise, Gemcorp, because in Europe, we have all the standard laws, waste management regulations for the last 20 years. In fact, we were a part of making those laws. But when you talk about Global South, for a country like India, they don't have those regulations and laws implemented in a well way. So most of the collection globally in Global South happens through waste pickers, and it is completely informal. So we started working with these informal sector people, but being a European company, we cannot work in informal way. So that's why the social impact part need to came in. We ensure that they have social security, they have minimum wages, there is no child labor, which is the biggest challenge. So that was a big challenge initially, and now also.
That's very interesting, and also it's important. It's an important part of sustainability. There is also social sustainability. So you're also here because you took part as Gemcorp to a project of Friend of the Sea, which is called the Plastic Offset. So let's explain to people what it is, how it works, and how companies can take part.
So plastic offset or credit, any word can be used. It's not about using a word offset or credit. It's more about how we can create additional capacity to collect plastic waste in Global South. So when you talk about waste and when you talk about materials, metals and paper, it's actually a feedstock for their own industry. So the metal producing companies or the paper mills, they can take back their waste. And that's why the collection and recycling is financed by themselves. But for plastics, the challenge is that the petrochemical guys, they create plastics, but they don't take back the plastic waste. So that's why the financing gap is always there. So that financing gap needs to be given by somebody. So the brands which are putting plastic packaging in the market have to give that plastic financing gap. That gap can be said as a plastic offset or a plastic credit or a tax or a levy. So that's where it is plastic credit.
Yeah, that's a very clear explanation. So regarding the project itself, how can companies take part?
So we are working with Friend of Seas and Friend of Earth. We are a project developer technically, and we are also issuing those offsets and credits. But we cannot certify ourselves. It will be a conflict of interest. We are a European company. So Friend of Sea and Friend of Earth actually plays that role to
Yeah, the
certify
third
us.
parties, let's say.
So they are the ones who are actually certifying us on the standards and
Okay.
the SOPs that we are following, and they are working with the brands and companies where we can supply those plastic offsets in a credible manner.
We're very happy then to collaborate with you because we believe that is a very important reality yours. So I also want to ask you what have been the achievements so far with Gemcorp, and if you're certain, if you're positive that a transition is actually possible also in a country as India.
So in the last 4.5 years, we have created 52 collection centers where we have provided baling machines. These are pressing machines. So if a collector has been collecting, let's say 4 or 5 tons of plastics, and using his area of warehouse, now they are able to collect more than 50 tons a month.
Okay.
So it's kind of multiplying the effect of logistics, which reduces the logistics cost and also uses their warehouse in a better manner. Additionally, they get a lot of additional revenue to use in the local community, which is mostly in the slums. So that is the biggest economical benefit. But parallelly, we have ensured that we have uplifted close to 1,000 reclaimers. We call waste pickers as reclaimers to give them more respect. So we provide them with their monthly groceries. We provide them with identification, with bank accounts, with tax filings, with medicines, with PPE kits, with safety equipment. So we have tried to uplift and formalize that sector.
Oh, that's perfect. So as a last question, I would like to ask you what you think personally, but also as Gemcorp, what you think about sustainable certifications as we work with that.
So sustainable certifications, again, it's a very different world in the last 5 to 7 years. There have been a lot of standards and certifications that have come up. So I think from the producers or the brand point of view, they are also confused that there are so many certifications and standards. But still, there is a huge requirement of trusted and traceable certification and standards,
transparency,
which includes most of the economical, environmental footprint that the brands are committed to actually address to. So definitely there is a big requirement. It's more about how we can create a global policy, like we are a part of the UN Global Plastic Treaty, how we can have a globalized standard which can actually be adopted by most of the brands and producers.
Perfect. So you're positive also about
Yes, we have to be positive. There is no option.
Yeah, let's hope. So let's just remind people the website of Gemcorp, and then we leave also the website where you can see also the plastic offset project.
Sure. So Gemcorp's website is www.gemcorp, Gemcorp, recycling, recycling.com. And our remake credit program, that is the plastic offset program, the website is remake, remake.green, green.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Vikas, for being here. And we hope you have a nice stay in Milan and also a nice talk later.
Thanks a lot, Sarah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me here. It was a nice conversation.
Also for us, and let's invite people also to check out your website to see also our collaboration. So thank you so much, and let's say bye to everyone who's watching. Bye.